Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? Let me get my coffee out of the way. GMO Tuesdays. That's right, it is GMO Tuesdays. Let's see if we can get a little better angle on here. Get a little bit of light situation going on here. See what we have going on today. Hey, lots and lots and lots of developments in the GMO industry, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, I tell you what. If you've never really hurt your back, you don't want to, trust me. When the doctor told me I broke my back, I was like, wow, really? I like broke it, you mean? You know, because I've had back issues before. Muscular. This is a bone issue. It's a whole different animal. So, hey, talk about a couple seed banks real quick here before we get going. Mary's Heirloom Seeds down in San Ramon, 760-870-4555. One more time, 760-870-4555. Mary's Heirloom Seeds. She's got all kinds of stuff going on right now over there. Sales galore. All kinds of starter kits for your garden, for herb gardens, salad, salad greens and stuff like that. Jerusalem artichokes, the coconut, what is it? Core, COIR. She got those blocks are really good for growing stuff. And of course, one of the things that Mary's Heirloom Seeds has, edible flowers. If you're a chef, or even if you want to make something nice for your girl fellas, get a hold of Mary over there at Mary's Heirloom Seeds, 760-870-4555. She's down in San Ramon. Good stuff. Got sales going on right now to get going. But edible flowers. If you're a chef, you know how important the garnish is on a plate. And if you can eat it and it smells good too, hey, you're in like Flint there. Like I said, fellas, you never know. A little flower on the girl's plate at, Sunday dinner. Yeah, a little huggy body kissy face. You never know. One more place, Petaluma Seed Bank. Rareseeds.com and Mary's, that's marysheirloomseeds.com. You'll find her. Rareseeds.com. Part of the Baker Seed Company is Petaluma Seed Bank. They're located right down on Petaluma Boulevard, Main Street. Many of you know that follow me. I was down there a couple of years ago, did some promos with that guy right there. That's right, Wilson. We did some promos down there for the Petaluma Seed Bank with Wilson. 707-773-1336. Hey, and they have all kinds of educational stuff that goes on there. Courses in agriculture and stuff like that. Before we get going, if you have a farmer's market, we promote the farmer's market. Know your farmer, know your food. We promote that. Get me your schedule. I know farmer's markets are coming up here. Get me your schedules. We'll get them posted on the website. I don't charge for it. We don't charge at all for that. It's a courtesy to all of our farmers, ranchers, and people who like wholesome food, non-GMO food products. That's what I'm talking about. Monsanto Tribunal. Holy Toledo, the Monsanto Tribunal, of course, last October. Now, a lot of people, critics, if you will, said that the Monsanto Tribunal was a propaganda game. It was just, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to say this. It brought a lot of information to the table. It brought a lot of information to light. And it allowed people to come in and speak. Now, was this a trial where the judge drops the gavel and says, you got to go to jail? No. However, do not think for 1 minute that what transpired there, the information that was given there, was to no avail, that it was just a futile exercise. That's not the case, ladies and gentlemen. This stuff, the decisions are going to be opinions. They're going to be, and the people involved, the judges, like Judge Tolkien, for example, let me get my thing out here, and I have some notes on my tablet on this here. So, but Judge Tolkien's is actually a judge or a former judge, vice president of an international court, and let's see here. Where did that go? Wow, wow, wow. I got all this stuff going on here. Ooh, hey, boy, I got a whole bunch of crazy stuff in the email account here today. But let's get back to, I can't find it now. Where did it go? Where did it go? There we go, Monsanto Tribunal. What is going to happen here is there's going to be a lot of opinions given. Judge Tolkien is a former vice president of the European Court of Human Rights and the chair of the Monsanto Tribunal. Now, this legal opinion is going to go in front of the United Nations. So Monsanto is going to have to eventually address the claims that were made at this tribunal, even though they didn't participate, calling it a sham and a propaganda and this and that. Now, before I go any further, I want to just interject this here real quick. We know there's a propaganda game going on with Monsanto. We know, if you're following American politics at all, we know that there's some really underhanded stuff going on in American politics, and they all these procedures that they do. Monsanto has the same discrediting procedure as Hillary Clinton. I'm just going to say it like that, where she'll attack the person and then attack their credibility, attack their intelligence, attack their sources of information and stuff like that. Monsanto does the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. Guess who Hillary and John Queenie have in common? Guess who the common denominator is? Saul Alinsky. Queenie knew him. Hillary wrote about him. You take it from there, ladies and gentlemen. You take it from there. But the big deal right now is that as fast as Monsanto can fend off a litigation somewhere, another one, 3, 4, 5, 6 are popping up. Right now, courts are saying, no, you have to answer for the PCP or PCB contamination that you did. No, you have to answer for the DDT contamination. Ecocide is what this is called. This is the term they've come up, declaring war, genociding the ecology of our planet. And I'm sorry, but when you create a product, and let's make no mistake about this, if anybody thinks the GMO propaganda game is not to sell the chemical glyphosate, you bumped your head on a Budweiser truck and then drank the mess up. Okay? That's exactly what this game is all about. $1.9 billion last year. $1.9 billion, ladies and gentlemen. That is what Monsanto alone profited. That was their profit on the chemical glyphosate. One of their products. One of their products. Now, they control the food supply right now. It's got to stop. It has to stop. And before I get out of here, we're going to talk about how we can talk to our president, Kellyanne Conway, and the EPA all at the same time with the same message. Please get the poison out of our food. I've already got a couple likes from the real Donald Trump on that on Twitter. So it's getting noticed. I know it's getting noticed. So we need to keep it up. And when we get done here today, we'll go over that a little bit. But let's go to the Monsanto, the Bayer merger. As in many, many mergers, and Dow Chemicals right in the middle of a mess over there in India with the Brofol. I don't remember how to correctly enunciate that city's name, and I apologize to the people over there for that. It's just not my language. I'm sorry, but one of the big things, Monsanto has so much liability going on right now. The general consensus is that Bayer's gaffling them up. We know they're butt buddies. Monsanto and Bayer are butt buddies. Ever since World War II got over, they've been in bed together and they've been pals. Okay, so don't think that they're buddies. They are butt buddies, period. Now, the big thing is because Monsanto has so much baggage, People are thinking that once it gets scaffolded up, the merger goes on, Monsanto's name can get buried, the lawsuits go away. Not a chance in hell will anybody let this go. Right now, the big thing with the grassroots movements, and why we're talking grassroots, let's give Wendy and Jenny a shout out over there at Community Roots in Dayton, Nevada. Of course, they're right on Highway 50 there. You cannot miss them, Community Roots. I made a couple nice planters for them in the front there. They got a couple really cool looking planters that I created for them, specifically for them. I can do the same for you. Yes, I can. But their farmers market is getting ready to start up. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, if you want your farmers market listed, I list them on the website. I have a farmers market page. It's one of the biggest. We tag it right. So when people look up farmers market, they land on my website. So if you want your market advertised, let me know the dates, the times, when it starts, when it ends. If there's any kind of special, do you have entertainment? Do you have a magician? Is there a bunny jump out of a box? Whatever you got going on. Do you have roast hot dogs? Do you have grass-fed beef? For example, do you guys sell meat? Do you sell dairy products? Whatever your market allows. And ladies and gentlemen, I get requests from truckers all the time asking me to expand. Hey, Aaron, can you put farmers markets? I drive through Idaho. I drive through Oregon. I drive through Washington. If you guys are in another state, don't matter. Give me your information. We'll list it on the website for you. Not a problem. We also have another page underneath the farmers market heading is agriculture events in the community. Got a 4-H project going on, or do you have a ranch project? Are you a farmer with goats? The goat diva, the crazy goat lady, she, Gloria Montejo, I'm sorry, that's not how to pronounce her last name, but Gloria, she sends me stuff all the time. We put it up. Steve, the agriculture guy over there in Gardnerville, we put his stuff up all the time. Lake Tahoe markets, advertise their stuff all the time for him. We do this. We do it for you because we believe in know your farmer, know your food. Community Roots. Give them a holler. Give them a shout out. Another website that has some fantastic information. Beyond-GM. Beyond-GM.org. Beyondgm.org. Go check them out. You're going to love them. Get me that information on your thing. Community Roots, if you want information on their markets, 775-250-7884. Tell Wendy and Jenny Aaron says hi. They'll get you squared away with whatever you need. Now, back to the Monsanto issue. We're starting to see a lot of cases in the lower courts go against Monsanto, which tells me Monsanto's at a buying power at a local level. They can no longer manipulate the local level. They're getting into the higher courts. It's going to start costing them more money. If you have an issue that you don't like with Monsanto, let's say you don't want GMO crops grown and you live in Douglas County, Nevada. Go get those city folks. Go to your city commissioners, your county commissioners. Sit down with them and say, hey, look, we don't want this in our community. How do we go about getting a law to pass it? They're being beat up bad. Monsanto is getting beat up really, really bad on the GMO issue at a local level. And of course, the big issue right now, substantially equivalent. GMOs are not substantially equivalent, ladies and gentlemen, never have been. And this is why. I'm not a scientist. I do not hold a PhD, but I'm not a liar like Stephen Savage, who holds a PhD in biology or some scientific discipline, and he tells everybody GMOs are safe. GMOs are equivalent to conventionally grown food. This is why GMO products are not substantially equivalent. First and foremost, if it's a BT product, or what they call BT toxin, they're putting poison in the food. That poison in the food, this is what it does. It dissolves in your digestive system, in the intestines. There's these little hairs that absorb nutrients that go into your bodies. Well, the BT toxin kills them, so they go like this and fall down, and they don't absorb nutrients into your bodies. And oh, by the way, when they break off, I think they call it leaky gut. I could be wrong. That's just one. Let's get to the Roundup Ready, where the glyphosate comes into play. Now, glyphosate removes iron. It removes magnesium. It removes calcium. It removes potassium, zinc, any metal, trace metal element in the dirt, in the water, or in the food. It removes them. Why? That's its job. It's doing its job. It does its job. Go figure. Think we can get a Democrat in Congress to do their job? Maybe that's a new thing. Hey, Nancy Pelosi, act like glyphosate. Do your job. Who knows? I think she needs to be recalled, but that's just my humble opinion, ladies and gentlemen. Now, substantially equivalent. No food can be substantially equivalent when you take all the trace metal elements out of the food. Cannot be. It's impossible. Which means Michael Taylor lied. He lied. Thank God he wasn't under oath, or maybe we could all sue him for perjury. I don't know. Here's my question, ladies and gentlemen. I'm thinking that we can sue some of these people, like Michael Taylor. He was an attorney. He's not a nutritionist. So where does he get this? What did he base substantially equivalent on, is what I'd like to know. And I think as people of the United States of America, as sovereign or citizens, of the United States of America, we're entitled to know that. So, my Twitter campaign, please get the poison out of our food. Please get the poison out of our food. This video is going to get tagged to the real Donald Trump, to Kellyanne Conway, all of Mr. Trump's assistants, the EPA, the people at the USDA. Oh, and by the way, the Organic Consumers Association, Zen Honeycutt, Vani Hari, Vandana Shiva. I am going to be hitting every single one of you with this video. And I am asking you to ask your email list, your membership. How long do you think it will be before we can get this phrase trending? Please get the poison out of our food. How long would it take Organic Consumers Association, 2 million people buzzing? You guys have the ability. Let's do this. Organize it. Let's put it together. Let's get the people on the same page. Start a campaign. Please get the poison out of our food. Doesn't belong there. We don't want it. I have yet to ask anybody, do you want poison in your food? Nobody has said yes to that question. But yet, we have poison in our food. Who out there ordered a pink pineapple, by the way? Did anybody order a pink pineapple? Did anybody order an apple that won't rot? A potato that won't rot? You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? We've never asked for this stuff. It's being stuffed down our throats so they can profit. Pecuniary greed at its finest. And let's not overlook the graft element that's involved. Do you think for 1 minute, if Debbie Stabenow was not on a committee to steer legislation, Monsanto would have gave her $15,000? Think about it. Recall that skank. Recall her. That's what you guys need to do up there in Michigan, is recall her. Hey, it's time to go, ladies and gentlemen. And as always, let's have a great day. Let's all be safe out there.